Thought I was going to go flying today, but as you can see, I'm not going anywhere. So I think I'll go down to the shop and keep working on experimental cub. From my house, I can go to my pole barn. I call it the pole barn because that's how it was originally built. It just had some old crummy sheet metal siding on it. It was pretty much rat infested. It had been insulated at one time, but they'd sheetrocked it, never had heat, so the rats went in, made homes in all the walls. And so when I bought the place, there was a manufactured home sitting out front here, and we lived in the manufactured home. Well, actually, we renovated the manufactured home because it was rat infested. Spent the summer, my dad, my uncle, and myself, making it livable with the intention of building the shop and building a home eventually. Like I said, I call this my hangar slash pole barn, but it's full of stuff that I collect. Things that you need when you live on property. And it manages to fit one airplane. That's my knockdown paint booth there that's wrapped up in Tyvek, so I can basically put a paint booth together in a couple hours. But it's nothing fancy, but it keeps the rain and crud off my airplane. I plan on enlarging this to a 2 airplane hangar with storage. So I'd like to buy attic trusses and make this hangar twice the size so that I can keep 2 airplanes in here. Not that I want to own 2 airplanes, but eventually I'll have 2 airplanes at least for a short period of time. And when I don't have 2 airplanes, I can have my paint booth set up and be painting. So anyway, I'm going to take you down to the shop now. I went from being in 1,000 square feet to this is 3,000 square feet. And I thought, I'll never outgrow this 3,000 square feet. So you come in and here's my office. It actually doesn't get used much. It's more of a storage area. Most of my work is done at this desk. I have 2 computers, one for programming, one for other stuff. Come over here, and this machine is a 1998 VF2. It probably has about 30,000 hours on it now. I bought it in 1999, and I paid $43,000 for it. Right now, we're currently making brake housings for Bell Helicopter. This is a 1995 VF2, and I bought it brand new in 1995 for $69,900. Anyway, having a machine shop is kind of an expensive proposition when you consider a plumber can probably make over $100 an hour, and my shop rates less than that. And I have, you know, to buy all this equipment, you'd have $1 million. And coming over here, we have the first piece of equipment I ever bought. It's a knee mill, kind of a generic knee mill, but it's a nice mill. And then this would be the first CNC lathe I ever bought. I bought it in 1993. It's a 1981 Takisawa TS25, and it still holds plus or minus a couple tenths. This is my newest CNC lathe. It's a Haas ST30. I think I bought it in 2020. I think it's a 2012 machine. And it came out of Black Hole Weaponry. And then I bought this CNC mill about the same time. Bought it through a wholesale machinery dealer. It's actually a VF2 also. Crazy enough, in the year 2020, I bought this machine for $22,000 with 500 hours on it. So it was pretty much like a brand new machine, and I paid, what, less than a third the price I paid for my 1995 one, brand new in 1995. So moving back here, we're making these cylinders right now. I'm not sure. They probably go on a helicopter. They get a bunch more work done to them. They get a profile, and they're going to get a 16 finish hone through the center. So very, very fine finish, almost a mirror finish. This is my saw area. I have a horizontal drop saw here. I've owned this since I've basically been in business since about 1990. And then kind of materials that have been left over or materials that I've bought to have extra of. This is my welding area. And I have a MIG and TIG welder and a gas torch. Compressor room, tumbling. I tumble my parts in here. I have an air dryer for my compressor so that I have totally dry air all the time. These machines are kind of finicky in that way. They don't like water in the lines. This is a 10 by 20 surface grinder. I use it for also grinding tools on occasion. And then back here we have a bead blast cabinet. Great for cleaning up airplane parts that are, used and you want to make them look new again. Camping gear, miscellaneous tools, patterns. I have so many things. I should have a computer system just to keep track of all the little things that I have, because half the time I can't remember where I put them. This is an 18 by 80 manual lathe. It was the second piece of equipment I bought. And so I bought it around 1989. Granite surface plate with a height gauge for measuring. A brake for bending sheet metal. This is a horizontal bandsaw made by Dual. It's a really nice vertical bandsaw. And then a 52-inch shear by Pexto. Lots of boxes and supplies and tools and fixtures and more materials back in here. Tool steel, mild steel. Anyway, a couple propellers up there. But sheet metal work's coming along. As you know, I'm not monetized, and the only way I get any revenue from this is if you go to my website and maybe purchase a hat or a t-shirt. So this is a plug for my website, bigrockslongprops.com. There's the original logo that you can have on a hat or a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and if you want to support me in that way, it'd be much appreciated.